All right, let's get something clear. Fat people know what to do. Eat less, move more, track your calories, lift weights. We're not sitting around confused about what it takes to lose the weight. Most of the time, the fat people that you see who are talking about weight loss have lost weight and gained weight and lost weight and gained weight. They know what it takes. What pisses me off is that thin influencers, most of whom have never been overweight, act like they're the gatekeepers for weight loss and they have the secret of how to do it. Here's the thing. I've been up and down in weight my entire life. I've tracked macros, I've meal prepped, I've lifted weights, I've done it all. I've gone from 330 pounds of just fat slob to 190 pounds jacked. It's not that I don't know what to do, okay? I've done it. But the thing is that when you have a set of guidelines that is presented on Instagram like it's the only way, you ignore that life is way more complicated than that. There's mental health, there's relationships, there's family and friends and kids and careers and school. There are so many different things that are considered. My life, I don't just exist to lose weight. These influencers on Instagram act like if you're not shredded, you're just lazy. They don't get it. They don't know what it's like to have a full plate, literally and figuratively. I mean, most of these people have never even been fat. Which leads me to the next point. Fat people think about weight loss way more than thin people do. It is on my mind constantly. Whenever I put on an outfit and it fits better or it fits worse, whenever I get in the shower, when I go swimming, when I take my kids to the pool, when I am running around with my kids or taking my dog for a jog, every moment I'm thinking about whether I've progressed or not. The reality is weight loss is not a game of eat less, move more. It's a game of balancing your entire life and prioritizing. And if using a GLP-1 agonist or any other medical treatment to get healthier is what you need to do to quiet the food noise and progress in your health, then do that. These fitness influencers that are trying to tell everyone that you're destroying your body, you're losing your muscle, you're gonna have a weird face, you're gonna have a flat butt, those risks are far outweighed by the risk of obesity itself. If the food noise is too loud and akin to an addiction for you, and taking a GLP-1 agonist is what's gonna save your life, do that. The bottom line is you don't need to be perfect to lose weight. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. You don't need to just stay the course and eat keto and starve yourself and the only thing that you do is fucking goblet squats in the garage when you should be spending time with your family or studying for your next test. When you do those things, when you make progress, you get healthier, you feel better, you look better, those things are all real, but it's not the purpose of your existence. If you feel like you haven't been measuring up, it's time to stop comparing yourself to people who have the perfect life on social media. You don't need to measure up. You don't need to be perfect. You make a little bit of progress, and sometimes the version of progress is just not gaining weight. In our podcast, we try to do everything from the vein of vulnerability and talk openly about our struggles, whether it's struggles with relationships, struggles with weight, struggles with money, struggles with mental health. All of this is from the place of wanting to learn. So if people want to jump into our comments, give us some positive feedback, some productive criticism, some productive commentary. Don't sit there and tell me that someone who walks 20, 30,000 steps a day just at work is someone who just sits. Before you judge who I am or who my brother is as a person based on a 2-minute clip, you can get a little more context by actually listening to our podcast. Because a 2.5-hour conversation about how to lose weight, where we've been successful in the past and where we've failed in the past, cannot be boiled down to a 30-second clip.